Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Akron Zips and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, Coach Moorhead told me pregame he has been motivating his team all week, telling them you are just as good as this ACC opponent. They've got upset on their mind, and the players told me they want to be the best version of themselves. They believe they belong on this field, and they can play with the best of the best. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Zips kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Wake Forest offense will get first crack at it here. And out for the first time in this one is Carlos Hernandez. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So the Akron Zips offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the always effective Marcel Williams, a freshman out of the state of Florida. What a surprise he's been in this camp to win a starting spot in the season opener. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hits the hole. It's Gant. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. He's got it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded. Or if they lay back and play some.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. From the gun, it's Gant. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. When you're handed a break, With unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Number 47, set to kick it off.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Johnson. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Sells the run, looking to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Wiggins. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game 1. It's tough to take an injury this early. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Lopez to throw. Gets open down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo. In the red area, it's Wiggins. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Lopez, play action. Moves to his right. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lopez. Got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
The give on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. They go for it on 4th down. You get it. You're now finding yourself even closer.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And the extra point is good. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 90, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Left side is Gant. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Gant. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the 1st. The fake and wants to throw. Fires on the move. And they're not on the same page there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. It's a reverse. Got a little space. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Straight ahead, it's Gant. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. And now on second down for this offense. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have... We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He's looking to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. He gets a hand on it.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive,
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Demon Deacons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. The sure hands, it's Davis. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So, if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score.
Number 9, set to kick this one off.
Deep in the end zone, it's White. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. The Zips ready to go on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Complete to Williams over the middle. First catch of the season, first catch of his career comes right on cue after we finish talking about him, guys. Fresh set of downs going up top. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw again. Look out. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Burris. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. And the Zips send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. The play fake, Gio Lopez. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Shoots it to the left. Almost picked off.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The play fake. Rushes on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's... the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick game. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Mason. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive. Right down the middle. That gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 47, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide right, it's Wiggins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. And it'll be 1st down for this offense after the personal foul. Got it behind the line. It's Wiggins. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, 5.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as off where you're throwing the football.
Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Zips. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Soft spot in the middle. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. The Demon Deacons use their second timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Drops back on first down. Working that left side now. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Wait calls the timeout, and they have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
Number 90, set to advance on the play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. It's inside. It's Gant. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it way down the field. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Yellow Jackets trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Back now to your game in Winston-Salem. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll bring it back. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Left side, it's Davis. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
Follows his blocks. It's Wiggins. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
No sign of the field goal team. They'll go for it on 4th and short from the 28. Needs it. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop. Let's go down to the sideline and
Here on the Zips sideline, the quarterback has done a terrific job here today, guys. Over 150 yards passing, but they have yet to answer on the ground. They want to keep this defense guessing, not get predictable in their play calls. That means they've got to get better on the line of scrimmage and get that run game alive here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They're all over it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Zips will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Throwing, Lopez. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lopez wants to fire. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Lopez. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense. Where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll bring him to within 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Zips sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Nice job by this defense, man. They've really answered the bell. This offense had a good first half. Second half, man, starting to put a couple of drives together, pressuring the quarterback, getting the sack, making this offense feel uncomfortable.
And the Zips decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And there he goes. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. And that one will put him up here in the second half. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown.
Number 90, set to kick this one off.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Akron offense ready to set up shop. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Long way to go on second down. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. What? Run. Touchdown, Wake. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's up and no good.
That keeps the score. Wake Forest, 33. Akron, 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quickly out to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Zips will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Out wide left, it's Burris. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick. goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. The run inside. It's Daniels. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Left side, it's Daniels. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mason. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they a lot of ground to cover. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback changing the play. The ride. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Run in the red zone. It's Wiggins. Taken down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Right side, it's Burris. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Gant. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Zips want to pick up the tempo.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Third and long coming up. He wants to throw it again. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. There he goes. Touchdown, Wake. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Zips ready to go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, it's Gant. And he's brought down after a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and They will certainly need one here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Look out! And it's a sack.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They've had this drive absolutely gift-wrapped. How often do you start with a 1st and goal? They go play action with Lopez. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Lopez to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Coaches practice red zone more than ever, especially defensively. You know you're going to give up yards. You know they're going to pile it up like crazy now with spread and with tempo. What a great job, though.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
That's 2 plays in a row now. I think this quarterback's been a bit too greedy. Down by the goal line. I know you want to throw a touchdown. You want to make the highlight-type play, but you've got to be smart. You got to know the situation. You got to throw the ball away if nobody's open.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, I know the field goal wasn't good, but hey, 19, that's a pretty good lead. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Williams open on the right side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.